I think she's one of the best, if not the best, women's basketball player ever. So,
Is there one thing you learned from watching her? Is there one thing that maybe stands out about her game?
Oh my gosh, everything. Obviously, her shooting and her scoring is amazing, but the passes that she makes and her IQ is just insane. So,
Okay, great, thank you.
thank you.
Hey, how are you?
Hi.
Good. Hey, so I'm very curious in your background story because I know you wanted Iowa to recruit you as a freshman. I guess what about Iowa, the program, that made it just sort of stand out? Because again, being from California, I know you have some sort of ties to the state of Iowa, but it's interesting to me.
Yeah. So my trainer at the time, he watched a lot of basketball when I kind of didn't, and he was like, "Addie, you need to start watching more basketball." I was like, "You're right, coach. You're right." And he said, "You need to check out Iowa. Their style of play fits you so good. The way they move up and down the court, just their offense, their style of play fits you. You need to watch them." So ever since then, I was like, "Wow, yeah, I can see myself here." Yeah.
When did it's maybe a strange question? When did you know you loved basketball? Because I know people, like you said, they don't start watching film or games until sophomore, junior year. But when did you kind of know that, okay, I really want to take this seriously?
Yeah, I think it was during 8th grade. It was around the same time that I got like my first offer that I was like, wow, I can do this. Like I want to do this. So it was around that thing.
I was gonna say, so I know you started watching before Iowa, I feel like, blew up in its national profile, and
Yes.
the fact that, I guess, what did the rise to like the brand of Iowa basketball do for obviously your recruitment, because you were very widely recruited, but just you knowing it before to seeing what it is now? I'm kind of curious about what your insight
Yeah, I
is.
thought it was so special that just the coaching staff and the players on the team, even though there was more eyes on them and more cameras and all that, they didn't change who they were. They were still down to earth, still good people, and they just used all the coverage to just better themselves. So I thought that was really special.
When Lisa decided to retire, I know you had a really good relationship with Jan. I mean, was there any thought about opening it up? Was it just one conversation with Jan to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm still all in on this.
Yeah, Jan had called me and I asked her one question. I said, "Is the culture going to change?" And she said, "No, the culture won't change." So I said, "Okay, I'm all in. Yeah, I'm yours."
What's kind of the biggest culture shock coming from California to Iowa? I lived around Vegas forever,
Okay,
so I
yeah.
kind of know the West Coast vibe. Then coming to the Midwest can be a little bit different.
No, I think everyone's so nice out here. Like in California, there's definitely, there's some nice people, but here I feel like everyone's just been so sweet.
With how would you describe Lysandra's kind of coaching style? Because again, we've only got to see bits and pieces of it. I know you're still new here, but I'm very curious what you have to say about the way she coaches things.
She's pretty cool. She's not as much of like a yelling coach. She'll more like pull you to the side and be like, "Hey, make sure you do this, make sure you do this." So I'm excited to be in the gym.
What kind of coaching do you respond to? Are you like, get in my face, yell at me, or do you just need to tell me what to do and I'll adjust on the fly?
Honestly, I'll respond to anything. So if someone's feeling real feisty and yells at me, "Okay, coach, I got you." If they pull me to the side and whisper in my ear, "Okay, coach, I got you," I'll respond to anything.
Mental toughness, especially with all the eyes around Iowa basketball. I guess, how have you kind of prepared yourself to step into what's to come? If you talk to like your family, coaches about what to expect, or
No, that's been an ongoing conversation with my family and my like inner circle. But I've always played up for basketball. Like I was always the youngest on the team, played against the older girls. When I was way younger, I used to play against the boys until like 7th grade, I think. So I think just having that like under my belt has definitely helped my mental toughness.